Hello everyone, and welcome back to a World of Warship Blitz video. This time it is Algaean in the Tier 8 German destroyer, the Z23, in the New Dawn map. So it looks like a battleship and cruiser heavy map. There's Cleveland there, so yeah, let's have a look at his opponents. Atlanta, New Orleans. It was flashed up pretty quick, but still, some major threats there on the enemy team. And he is in the, so there's the C cap. If you're heading in, the cap on the left in this map is the one that is fastest to get into, and the cap on the right has this distance disadvantage. So whichever way you're coming from, generally the cap on the left is the one that you aggressively go for, and the cap on the right you probe. If you can get it, that's great, but don't trust to getting it. He's got this New Orleans, who is from the School of Driving in Straight Lines, should collect most of those torpedoes. So out of a spread of 8, takes 5 of them, which is, yeah, which is pretty unfortunate. He's firing AP. He's getting through the armour of that cruiser, but he is going to take a bit of damage here because, yeah, so... And he's going to try and get one last shot in. He's lost half of his health. And the New Orleans, well, this is a bit of a shame, either for him or the Atlanta. And I think it may be the Atlanta that it's a shame for. That Atlanta must have his guns facing the wrong direction. He's got one shot off, and yeah. That could have been ugly the other way, but he had torpedoes loaded, and the Atlanta obviously wasn't paying attention. That Atlanta fires his torpedoes, but they're short range and they peter out. I know that would have been the Tirpitz' torpedoes at that range. So the Tirpitz, he's still firing AP, which is going to, let's see how this does. So the Tirpitz is obviously controlling that cap. Oh, one of them penetrated. But they're going to try and get back into the cap and chase off that Tirpitz. Now that Tirpitz has a major problem in that there's a destroyer out there. This Mahan is pretty wounded, so now the AP may be a bit of a struggle against the Tirpitz, but this AP is damn good value against the Mahan, and of course that Cleveland finishes the Mahan off. Now that Tirpitz is coming around the outside. He's fired his guns, which means that his visibility is high. That Tirpitz, if that Tirpitz isn't slowing down, so he's going to pull collects one torpedo, puts him on minimum health, pops a heel. Meanwhile, let's just go and see how our rather obliging Tirpitz is going. He's very obliging, so. Right, 100%, 8 out of 8 torpedoes hit. The Colorado gets the kill, but hey, at least it's gone. He's on 66,000 damage, just over halfway into the game. So the Z23, the German destroyers are very capable ships. Now the problems they have is that they don't have a quick exit strategy like the American ships or the Pan Asians or the Japanese gunboat line with the smoke. So if you get caught in a bad position, expect to get punished for it. But they have great guns, slow firing but rather powerful. They have good torpedoes, not the super long range torpedoes of the Japanese, but a lot faster loading. So not as tight spread. Oh, this guy's in reverse. This guy, right, okay, then it sort of explains it. This guy is just trying to... well, at this point of the game, when you've got 2 minutes in and you're the last surviving battleship, it's sort of hard to work out what the right strategy is. Going in reverse is, yeah, I guess he's obviously just trying to sink something. Looks like Algaean's division mate out there in the cruiser. Got a couple of fires. That cruiser is probably going to have to have been the Cleveland. Yeah, that rate of fire with HE. So let's wish him luck against the North Carolina. Oh, there we go. It's pretty impressive fireworks coming in there against the North Carolina. Obviously the North Carolina itself has a problem. It's 1 minute and 6 seconds left. There's a torpedo coming round his blind side. He's busy trying to, as he puts one load in front of him, 2 loads in front of him. Okay then. So the North Carolina has obviously decided that the best way to evade the torpedoes was to to move in an unexpected direction. However, it wasn't totally unexpected. So you do have to be a little bit careful sometimes. You may be able to fake out torpedoes, but sometimes, yeah, if you don't get it right, then you get double faked, like that North Carolina did, giving the big caliber award for the Z23 and the Battlestar. So for 85,000 worth of damage, coming out on top, double the enemy team, the North Carolina, or nearly double. And 23 torpedo hits explains that very, very high damage score. Excellent game in the Z23. Thanks for sending it in.